What's up, guys? Alrighty, welcome to Words with Noodle episode. Let's see if I get this one right. 16. Go back and check later. Alright, so anyway, we are here at Pine Meadow Lake in Pomona, New York. Really cool. It's something moderate, something for someone who doesn't want to hike up a whole mountain. Really cool. It takes a little while to get there, a couple miles in from Lake Sebago, right across the parking lot from Lake Sebago, right across from the Lake Sebago parking lot. And yeah, this is really cool. This is one of their peaks that I'm standing on right now. Really cool. Ah, man, I need to get a kayak. I do see, yeah, I see people there, yeah. So, yeah, I'm here, and this has been really cool. Something a little different from what I usually do with my mountain hikes and my waterfall treks. Yeah, oh, the waterfall treks. Oh boy. Anyway, so yeah, this was something very mild for a change. Yeah, so let me see if I can prop the camera down and just talk for a few. I'm gonna try not to make this one too long, because got a little ways back and I gotta go to work in a bit. But yeah, let's prop this over here. Let's try doing a Words with Noodle from a nature outing. I've got my light long sleeve wrapped around me because I don't like the buzzing. Let's try taking it off. See how good this captures me here. Hold on. Let's move it a little bit. Try standing. Why don't we try standing? So yeah, I wanted to talk today a little. Oh, here we go. Well, honestly, so grateful to be here. Honestly, it's amazing. Thank God I'm here. God, thank you for my continued ability to be able to do these things at 33 years old. Yahweh, God, thank you. So, wanted to talk a little today about appreciation. So what appreciation is, and for me, what I've come to really see more than ever, not that I didn't see it before, but I really see it now more than ever, is appreciation is not just something that you show with, what was it again? Wait, appreciation, right, it's more complex than words, and it's also more complex than actions. It's not just finding the eloquence within yourself to articulate eloquently and meaningfully how much you appreciate something. It's not just that. It's not that it's not that, but it's not just that. That's not really the heart of it. It's not even the actions that you perform, right? The actions that you perform to show your appreciation, because you know when you have to appreciate something, right? Or when you know that it's something that you should appreciate, you think you should perform an action or two or more to show how much you appreciate it. But just show people how much you appreciate it, right? Whether it's something someone has done for you or something that God has blessed you with, right? Right, the actions, right? But do you really know the essence of what you're appreciating, right? So it's not just the words, it's not just the actions. You want to understand at the core, at the heart of it, the essence of it, the quintessence, if you will, the impact that it's having on your life, the impact of this good thing that is happening to you, the impact on your life, all of the ways that it's affecting your life for the better. I'm not speaking about the things that are affecting your life negatively, that you have to figure out what's the meaning of that. That's like it's kind of a separate thing almost. I'm talking specifically about the good things, the things that are more straightforward, that easier to see that it's something good happening in your life. So all of the ways in which it impacts your life, it may impact your life in more ways than one, in more ways than you think. You think that you're using words and actions to show appreciation for just one way in which it affected your life positively, right? But there could be many ways. There could be more than one way. Could be many ways. Could be two, could be three, could be more. And taking the time to really think about what you're appreciating will allow you to discover all of the ways in which it's actually affecting your life for the better, all of the positive ways. Even if it's something minuscule and minute, right? Something like, sorry, I told you it was going to happen. Anyway, oh, dragonfly. Okay, dragonflies are cool. Hey, come back. Wait. Come say hey. Hey, I love dragonflies. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, flashback to Miss Richter's class for a second. Flashback to Miss Richter's class for a second in 6th grade, where this ginormous, not just because we were small 6th graders, but this thing was actually enormous, okay? It was about this big, and I'm not lying to you. About this big, maybe, yeah, like this big, and it just came flying into the room, right? And Miss Richter came right to my table. I remember one of the kids went, like, almost fell out of his seat. And she said, oh yeah, that's our little friend. He comes and says hi every day, or every now and then. Like, he was so nonchalant about it. Anybody remember that? Miss Richter's class, 2nd or 3rd period, 6th grade, Ardsley Middle School? Let me know if you remember that. So, anyway, all the many ways in which your life is affected could be minuscule or minute, right? That's where I left off, I think. Doing pretty well so far. Minuscule or minute. Okay. Let me not let my phone get overheated here. Okay. No, this phone gets overheated pretty quickly. Minuscule or minute, right? Maybe those are the things that you might miss, right? You might miss those things. You might miss the things that are minuscule or minute. We're still recording, right? Yes. Good. Okay. Kind of a glare here. So it could be minuscule, it could be minute, and that's why you might miss it. Take the time to think about what you're appreciating so you can know all of the little things, the little ways in which it's affecting your life for the better, the little positives and the big positives, to put it more briefly, right? Succinctly, concisely, right? The little positives and the big positives and the medium positive. You want to know all of the positive ways. Okay, this will really maximize your appreciation. Not just the words you say, not just the actions you perform. The understanding of all of the ways in which it is positively affecting your life for the better. Wait, that's redundant. Positively affecting your life. Take a minute, take a few moments. It's amazing. Oh my gosh, being out here. Also, what I wanted to touch on was all of the ways in which all of the paths that you can take on something, right? What I mean is a decision that you can make in your life, right? So, there may be more than one way. I'm trying to collect this, bring it back to me. There might be more than one way, more than one thing you can try, right? Sometimes you have to try something that you may not think you would have tried before in order to understand why it's not the best option. Sometimes you have to try it. Sometimes I believe that sometimes trying something that's not clearly 100% comfortable, if you will, in order to understand why that's not clearly 100% comfortable. Not just because it's a gut feeling, because you receive it that way, that's what it makes you feel. You might be right. It could be right. But if you're like me, where sometimes you're uncertain, right? Sometimes you can try it and see, but keep an open mind while doing so. Keep an open mind, but be firm too. Be secure. Don't imbalance yourself, and that's hard. It's hard to keep a balance when you're entering into territory you didn't think you would enter, right? Trying something you didn't think you would want to try. And it's hard, but sometimes doing that can really help you so that you don't ever look back saying, what if, right? What if? Maybe try to minimize the what ifs, right? Try to minimize the what ifs. I'm not saying try every little thing. No, it's all about balances. I've tried things before, and it was hard to understand that they were not right? But through a lot of searching, a lot of guidance, my prayers, you know, and my own intellect that's been bestowed to me by God, right? Speaking as a Christian, guidance, right? So understanding, understanding what you're doing, knowing, after having tried it, you know. Sometimes you can figure something out without having to necessarily try it, okay, if you just think about it enough, right? You may not always have to try, but at least take that extra time to think about it, right? Taking that extra time to think about it, whether you try it, officially try it, or you take that extra time to think about it before declining it, before moving away from it, both are good. Both are good. That's what I'm getting at here. And I've been blessed to have been gaining more knowledge from doing that, from thinking more about things before I say no, and actually trying some of those things to understand why it's a no, why it's not the best. So that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. So I said I would try not to take too long, and I guess I could. Should I get into how can you try things? How can you make yourself comfortable? It's about balances, and that gets deeper, right? It's about balances. I could always talk more about that, possibly in another video, or I could add it to this video even. But I wanted to just, scrape the surface with that, at least, with that one. I think I got a little more into it with the last thing I said with appreciation, right? So anyway, alrighty, so I guess from here I want to continue to loop around the lake, and yeah, just see all the different peaks of this lake. Alright guys, so before I have to head back. So from here guys, alright, still, oh man, got a lot to do in my life, a lot to do, a lot to think about. Anyway guys, stay strong, stay faithful, and be epic.